Well, thank you and good morning, everybody. My name is Senator Catherine Blakespear, and I'm excited to be here today to have my first bill signed by the governor. And so I even brought a special pen so that I could commemorate it. I come from having been the mayor of the city of Encinitas, which is in San Diego County, for 6 years, and I was a gun safety champion in that role. And I'm excited to be able to bring that commitment and passion to this room, to the legislative branch, and together with the governor's office and all the advocates who are working on behalf of this really important issue. I'm somebody who has a ninth grader who actually has been through just when I was sitting on the floor of the Senate this year and received the text message, we're under our desks, we're not sure what it is, it's something happening outside. They told us to put our heads down and stay away from the windows. And I know that everything was fine and the threat was apprehended and it never resulted in anything. But I know that there are thousands of families that are going through this, and normalizing the hardening of our schools and the reality that we have to protect people by doing things like that is something that we don't want in this state and in this country. And it doesn't have to be this way. We don't have to normalize gun violence like we are. And unfortunately, we're fighting what's happening in the courts. We're basically doing defense. We're trying to say we want our communities to be safer, and we don't want to have so many guns in circulation, particularly from people who shouldn't have them. But it's an uphill battle right now, and we need to have all the advocates here in order to make that change. So I'm really proud to stand here today with our governor, particularly because he has been an outstanding leader on this topic. He's really made it a top priority, and I love that you're so outspoken, unabashed. You walk the talk about reducing the scourge of gun violence in this state. And this type of leadership from our governor and then from my legislative colleagues, it just is really great to join this group because you feel like we really can change the world when it comes to this. Working all together, particularly I want to recognize the advocates who are here today because Brady, Giffords, Everytown for Gun Safety, Moms Demand Action. They show up in their shirts, they come door to door, they advocate, they rally. They're one of the most visible activists here in the state capitol besides labor. And I really recognize the gun safety groups, all of them, for working together to forward this, because without you, we couldn't do it. We stand on your shoulders. So my bill today that I'm excited to have signed by the governor is SB 452, and it's co-sponsored by Governor Gavin Newsom as well as by the Attorney General Rob Bonta, as well as Newsom, Brady, and Moms Demand Action. And what it does is it requires, beginning in 2028, that every semi-automatic pistol that is sold or transferred in California be microstamped. So have microstamping technology, which imprints a unique code or a fingerprint on all shell cases that are fired from a gun. So what this does is it allows law enforcement to solve crimes more quickly because it connects the bullet to the gun. And one of the reasons that's so important is that we have some gun stores that have a disproportionate use of guns that are used in crimes. And we are able to trace those guns back when we can tell which guns were used and which bullets were fired from those guns. So in 2021, the percentage of statewide gun crimes that were solved was only 40%, which I think is a shock, really. It was only 55% for homicides. This is gun crimes that are solved, because we all assume that gun crimes are usually solved, but in fact, they're not. And these statistics come from Brady, so I really want to thank all of the work that's done to put together those statistics. So we must do better, and microstamping will help us to do that. So as we continue to fight for this safer state and a safer country for everybody, California is leading the way, and we are once again showing what can be done and what should be done to reduce gun violence and protect our residents.